What is going on, y'all? This is Pay Me in Dividends, and today is December 20th, 2024. Now, before we jump into the video, let's go over my portfolio very quickly. Now, if you check out my previous video, I was closer to $90,000, y'all. Now, look at my portfolio. I'm at $80,000, $80,740. The market is down right now, right? But before we get into that, I just want to show you guys my holdings. Now, my holdings have changed a bit. I did add RDTE to the lineup. I still hold 1,000 shares of AIPI, 1,000 shares of MSTY, and now I've introduced RDTE to the portfolio, which is a weekly paying dividend ETF. And so as you can see here, my cost basis for AIPI is $50.62, which is higher than the current price. The same with the MSTY and the same with RDTE. So my portfolio is down right now, right? But the market is down. But before we get to the market, I just want to show y'all how much I made in dividends this month so far with MSTY. Now, MSTY paid $3.08 a share. I do have 1,000 shares, and so if we go 1,000 times, I made $3,082 in MSTY for dividends this month, right? And we still have AIPI, RDTE. I will not get the payment today because I bought after the ex-dividend date. But that is the updated portfolio, y'all. Again, I still hold 1,000 shares of AIPI and MSTY, and now I have 50 shares of RDTE. But what I really want to talk about in this video is rate cuts. So the Fed has lowered interest rates, which has made an effect on the market, right? The Dow Jones has fell, the S&P has fell, and the NASDAQ has fell. And so we can see here in the past 5 days alone, the S&P is down over 3%. In the past 5 days, the NASDAQ is down over 4%. And if we take a look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is down 8%, right? And so we have to take a step back and look at this as an opportunity, because this is one thing I want to show you guys, right? It's easy to look at these temporary price movements and panic, but you have to zoom out a bit, right? Bitcoin is still up over 100% year to date. The S&P is still up 24% year to date, and the NASDAQ is still up 26% year to date. So when you look at the chart, you can see that this is just a small dip in the chart when you zoom out. So guys, this video is really about opportunities, finding opportunities in the market, right? MSTY has fell below my cost basis, which is about $32 a share. But that is okay, right? Because in the meantime, I'm going to collect the monthly dividends from this option ETF. And long term, I believe that Bitcoin, which is heavily correlated with MicroStrategy because of they have such a big holding of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So I believe that Bitcoin over the long term will continue to go up. And so therefore, I believe that this income strategy will continue to move forward long term. And even when we zoom out on this fund, we can see that MSTY is still up about 40% year to date, while paying a huge monthly dividend. So again, guys, it's all about opportunity, right? We'll take a look at another ETF here, right? NVDY, the Yield Max NVIDIA Option Income Strategy ETF. It is down 2% in the past 5 days. If we take a look at NVIDIA is down 2% in the past 5 days. And so again, guys, you have to zoom out and look and see that the chart is still green on both of these stocks. So what does that tell you? That tells you that there is opportunity in the market. So these are the times that you want to be buying these type of funds, because here's the thing, right? If you liked NVIDIA when it was up here at 135, then you should love it when it drops down to 131. You know, if you look at the 52-week high, if people loved it at $150 a share, then they should really love it at $131 a share. So again, guys, it's about doing your research, doing your due diligence. I'm not telling you to put all your cash into these funds, but it can be an opportunity to buy really, really good investments at a lower discounted price. And so that is what prompted me to add RDTE to the portfolio, because one, it was close to its 52-week low, which my cost basis is close to the 52-week low at 41.51, and it is also a weekly paying dividend. This ETF pays their dividend every single Friday, which allows me to compound my cash flow even quicker. So now I have weekly paying dividend along with MSTY and AIPI paying me that monthly dividend. Now, guys, the next thing I want to talk about is this very simple spreadsheet that I made. Take it with a grain of salt. These are not all of the income ETFs that exist, but it is just a small list just to get your wheels turning, just to get your thoughts moving. And so you can look at some of these funds and do your research on them and see that they have dropped in price over the past 5 days, right? So if we take a look at JEPQ, which is a really good fund that a lot of people have really good reviews on, right? This is from JP Morgan. They pay about a 10% dividend yield. And as we can see in the past 5 days, it is down 2%. But if we look year to date, it's still up 14%. So again, this could be an opportunity to create a position in this ETF. We'll also go over to SCHD, which is talked about a lot by dividend investors, and we can see that even SCHD is down 4% just in the past 5 days. But again, if we zoom out, we can see that it is still up. You can see this significant drop since the beginning of December here. And again, this could be an opportunity to buy into one of these funds that produces cash flow and has a great long-term chart, but is just currently at a discounted price because of the interest rate cuts. And as we know, the market typically moves temporarily based off of market news, but over the long term, the market typically goes up over the long term, right? And so during these very temporary times where there's a lot going on in the economy, we just had a presidential election, we still have the inauguration around the corner. The Fed did just announce that they are cutting interest rates. Everyone's curious to see how the U.S. economy is going to look going into 2025, and how inflation and interest rates and things like that are going to affect the economy. So again, when you have red days like this, you have to look at this as an opportunity to at least position yourself so that you can build this portfolio that cash flows every month, right? And so again, if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, or just review some of these funds just to see what's down, and it'll just give you an idea of what you're working with and some of the income producing assets that you could possibly add to your portfolio. So again, guys, this is a great opportunity, right? We've had market downturns before, we've had market pullbacks before. This is definitely not the biggest one that we've seen, but it is a great opportunity to just kind of take a deep breath, relax, take a look at your portfolio. It may be down, or you may still be up, or you may not have any money invested just yet. And so these are the days where you can really start to position yourself so that you get in at a low price and you're able to ride that wave going up while buying income producing assets, right? That cash flow every single month or even every single week. So that is what I wanted to talk about today, y'all. take a look at the market. The market is red. A lot of these ETFs are paying really, really, really good money, and you just have to look at it as an opportunity, right? So again, as always, I appreciate you guys checking out the video. I'm now at 451 subscribers. I believe the last video I dropped, I was around 430 or 440 subscribers. So we had added some people to the team. As always, I appreciate you guys. You guys let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think do you think the Fed will continue to cut rates even more? How do you think this is going to affect the stock market? What income ETFs do you have on your watch list that you plan on positioning yourself into so that you can create that cash flow, that monthly cash flow at a discounted price? You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, I really, really appreciate you guys taking out the time to watch my videos, and I will check y'all out in the next video.